Toxic people are everywhere, at work, in your family, or even in your social circle. But what if I told you that ancient wisdom, specifically Stoicism, holds the key to dealing with them without losing your peace of mind? In this video, I'll show you 13 clever ways to deal with toxic people using timeless Stoic principles. Stay with me until the end, and you'll walk away with powerful tools to protect your peace, no matter what life throws at you. Chapter 1. Detach from emotional reactions. Toxic people thrive on chaos. In today's fast-paced, stress-filled environment, toxic individuals know how to manipulate emotions to create chaos. Whether it's a heated argument at work or a personal confrontation, the moment you react emotionally, you're giving them control over your mental state. Imagine a toxic coworker always pushing your buttons during meetings. The Stoic approach is to recognize that their behavior says more about them than about you. By stepping back mentally and viewing the situation as an outsider, you can stay calm, rational, and focused on what truly matters, maintaining your composure and not feeding into their drama. Pro tip: try a simple Stoic exercise called premeditatio malorum, premeditation of evils, where you mentally prepare for challenges ahead of time. Think of scenarios where someone might try to provoke you, and rehearse how you'll remain unaffected. This way, when it happens, you're already equipped with emotional armor. Chapter 2. Practice indifference to external criticism. Toxic words don't define you. Toxic individuals often use words as weapons. From subtle digs to outright criticism, they attempt to shake your confidence. However, the Stoics believed in mastering the art of indifference to external opinions. Just because someone says something negative doesn't make it true. Think about the role social media plays today. Online trolls or negative comments can feel personal, but the Stoic approach helps you realize that these comments are more a reflection of the other person's mindset than of your actual worth. Developing this emotional resilience helps you navigate the noise of criticism in a world where everyone has an opinion. Pro tip: whenever you're facing harsh criticism, pause and ask yourself, does this person's opinion truly affect my life or goals? More often than not, the answer is no. Focus on constructive feedback and dismiss the rest. Chapter 3. Set boundaries firmly. Protect your mental space. Toxic people often overstep boundaries because they sense that it gives them more control over you. Stoicism teaches us the importance of clear boundaries, not only with others but also with ourselves. If a toxic friend constantly drains your energy by complaining or demanding attention, it's essential to create healthy limits. In American workplaces, for example, this could be about setting boundaries with colleagues who interrupt your productivity. You might say, "I'm focusing on this task right now, let's discuss this later," which reclaims your time and mental energy. In relationships, boundaries might be about limiting discussions that lead to arguments or simply limiting your interaction with someone who brings constant negativity into your life. Pro tip: write down your personal boundaries and practice how you'll assert them. For instance, limit exposure to negative family members by scheduling specific times for calls or visits, or minimize interactions with difficult colleagues by keeping conversations focused on work-related topics. Chapter 4. Don't take the bait. Toxic people thrive on drama. Drama is toxic people's playground. They'll create conflict over trivial matters just to get a rise out of you. Think about the last time someone baited you into an argument about something insignificant, perhaps a family member who always knows how to push your buttons during a holiday dinner. The Stoic method is not to engage in unnecessary conflict. Instead of jumping into every argument or confrontation, choose your battles wisely. By not taking the bait, you stay in control of your emotions and deny them the satisfaction of dragging you into their toxic whirlwind. Pro tip: practice a mental pause whenever you feel baited into an argument. Ask yourself, will engaging in this truly help the situation or improve my life? If the answer is no, calmly walk away or deflect the conversation. Chapter 5. Focus on your response, not their actions. Master your mindset. We cannot control the actions of others, but we can control how we respond. Toxic people are masters at getting reactions out of you, whether it's through passive-aggressive behavior, manipulation, or overt negativity. But here's the Stoic secret. You hold the power over how you respond. Imagine a difficult client at work who's constantly complaining, making unrealistic demands. You can't change their behavior, but you can choose to maintain professionalism and patience. The moment you shift your focus from trying to control them to controlling yourself, you win the mental battle. Pro tip: journaling is an effective Stoic practice. At the end of the day, write down situations where you felt provoked and analyze how you responded. Over time, this builds self-awareness and helps you adjust your reactions to be more stoic. Chapter 6. Don't personalize their behavior. It's about them, not you. It's easy to feel attacked or belittled by toxic people, especially when their behavior is directed at you. But Stoic philosophy teaches us to depersonalize their behavior. Toxic people often project their insecurities, fears, and frustrations onto others. For example, a coworker who's always negative might be struggling with their own dissatisfaction, and a friend who manipulates you might be dealing with unresolved personal issues. Their actions are not about you. This understanding allows you to view their behavior objectively, reducing the emotional toll it takes on you. Pro tip: next time someone lashes out at you, pause and remind yourself, this is their issue, not mine. By shifting your perspective, you protect your emotional well-being and avoid getting pulled into their negativity. Chapter 7. Practice the art of silence. Sometimes saying nothing is stronger. In today's society, we're often encouraged to respond to every comment, every insult, every disagreement. But Stoicism emphasizes the power of silence. Toxic individuals want to provoke a reaction, and when you give them silence, you deny them that satisfaction. Imagine a scenario where someone is trying to start an argument with you, maybe at work or during a family gathering. Instead of escalating the situation with words, remain calm and silent. Silence not only deflects unnecessary conflict but also gives you time to reflect on the best course of action. Pro tip: silence can be a strategic tool. Practice pausing for a moment before responding to a toxic comment or situation. You'll be surprised at how much more control you gain by simply not reacting immediately. Chapter 8. Shift focus to what you can control. You are the captain of your ship. The Stoic principle of focusing on what you can control is a game changer when dealing with toxic people. While you can't control others' actions, words, or attitudes, you can control how you think, feel, and respond to them. This principle is empowering. It reminds you that no one can control your mood unless you allow it. For example, in a work setting, a difficult boss might micromanage you or undermine your efforts. You can't change their behavior, but you can focus on doing your best work and not letting their negativity affect your performance or mental health. Shifting focus to your own actions, rather than theirs, restores your sense of power. Pro tip: write down situations where you feel frustrated by someone else's behavior, then list what is within your control in each scenario. Focus your energy on these elements, rather than on trying to change others. Chapter 9. Use negative situations as opportunities for growth. Stoicism views hardship and difficulty as opportunities for growth. Toxic people, while unpleasant, offer you the chance to practice emotional resilience, patience, and wisdom. Every interaction with a toxic person is a test of your inner strength and self-control. Whether it's a family member who constantly belittles you or a friend who manipulates you, these experiences can be reframed as opportunities for you to strengthen your mind. Just as athletes grow stronger by facing resistance, you grow emotionally by dealing with difficult people. Pro tip: after encountering a toxic person, reflect on what you learned. Did you maintain your composure? Did you react calmly, Acknowledge your growth and remember that these challenges are refining your character. Chapter 10. Limit exposure to negativity. Protect your energy. Limiting exposure to toxic people isn't about avoiding conflict, it's about protecting your emotional and mental energy. Toxicity is draining, and the more time you spend around negative people, the more it affects your well-being. In a world full of stress, from work deadlines to personal challenges, it's essential to be selective about who you allow into your life. In practice, this could mean spending less time with a negative colleague, limiting your interaction with a difficult family member, or cutting ties with a toxic friend. Protecting your energy is crucial for maintaining your mental health, productivity, and overall happiness. Pro tip: evaluate your relationships regularly. Ask yourself which ones uplift you and which ones drain you. Then, make conscious decisions to limit exposure to those who bring negativity into your life. Chapter 11. Maintain emotional distance. Be an observer, not a participant. In Stoic philosophy, maintaining emotional distance is crucial. Toxic people often want to pull you into their emotional world, whether it's through anger, frustration, or drama. By becoming an observer rather than a participant, you can protect your emotional energy. This practice helps you stay calm and centered even in the face of negativity, allowing you to respond with wisdom rather than impulsivity. Chapter 12. Use logic over emotion. Analyze, don't agonize. Stoicism encourages the use of logic over emotion in difficult situations. When dealing with toxic people, pause and analyze the situation instead of reacting emotionally. Ask yourself, why is this person acting this way? What is the best response for me? By taking a logical approach, you diffuse the emotional power that toxic people often try to wield. Chapter 13. Remember, you are in control of your happiness. Finally, never forget that you are in control of your happiness. Toxic people might try to bring you down, but they can't take your peace unless you give them the power to. As the Stoics teach, external events and people don't determine your happiness, your mindset does. By applying these Stoic principles, you can navigate even the most toxic relationships without sacrificing your inner tranquility. Dealing with toxic people is a challenge we all face, but with Stoic wisdom, you can protect your peace, maintain your dignity, and rise above the negativity. Which of these Stoic strategies will you apply in your life? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos on Stoicism, self-development, and living your best life.